and welcome to VLearn. Session 3, International Marketing Management, Analyzing International Marketing Environment. Topic to be covered: environment, elements of international business environment, internal environment, microenvironment, domestic environment, foreign environment, global environment, components of international marketing environment. Environment. So yes, in the little introduction part, there is developing strategies to compete the effectively in the world market. In the one of the most critical challenge facing the firms today is that the firm that makes their product only in their home countries are influenced by the environmental forces operating in the basic domestics only. So however, it's a global economy now. So the most corporations must anticipate and respond to the opportunities and the threat present by the forces in both the domestic environment and foreign environment are there. So whether the firm concept or concentrate on a few markets close to the home or the target many market of their world, in that scenario it is required, or the strategies of the business required to analyze, to anticipate, to respond, to adapt the complexity of that environmental changes. So जैसा कि हर एक बिजनेस आजकल ग्लोबलाइज्ड हो चुका है, इस केस में आपको उतना ही ज़्यादा परफॉर्म करना पड़ता है, उतनी ही ज़्यादा एक अंडरस्टैंडिंग रखनी पड़ती है एनवायरनमेंट के बारे में, उतनी ही ज़्यादा अंडरस्टैंडिंग रखनी पड़ती है कॉन्सेप्ट्स के बारे में. सो आज के सिनेरियोज में एक प्रॉपर स्ट्रैटेजी अडॉप्ट करने के लिए, प्रॉपर कॉन्सेप्ट को अडॉप्ट करने के लिए ज़रूरी है इन्वायरमेंट को स्टडी करना. इन्वायरमेंट बेसिकली होता क्या है? इट कैन बी डिफाइंड एज अ वेरियस एक्सटर्नल फैक्टर दैट सराउंडेड द फर्म एंड इन्फ्लुएंस द डिसीजन एंड ऑपरेशन. ये एक एक्सटर्नल फैक्टर्स होते हैं जो कि एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के सराउंडिंग्स में होते हैं, जो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को इन्फ्लुएंस करते हैं, ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के डिसीजंस को इन्फ्लुएंस करते हैं, उसके ऑपरेशंस को इन्फ्लुएंस करते हैं. तो इट इज़ ऑल अबाउट दैट एक्सटर्नल फैक्टर्स. ये वो एक्सटर्नल फैक्टर्स होते हैं जिसका काम इन्फ्लुएंसिंग करना होता है. सो व्हाट आर द टू मेजर करेक्टरिस्टिक्स ऑफ एनवायरनमेंट? एनवायरनमेंट के कौन से दो मेजर करेक्टरिस्टिक्स होते हैं? सबसे पहला, these factors and forces are external to the firm. जितने भी forces और factors हैं वो सब external होते हैं firm के. It is not related to any kind of the internal factors, and yet these are essentially uncontrollable. अगर हम ये बात कर रहे हैं कि ये सारे factors externals होते हैं, तो that's very obvious that they are uncontrollable. तो ये uncontrollable भी होते हैं, हम उन्हें control नहीं कर सकते because of the external factors of all their environments. Now we are moving towards what are the various elements of international business environment. International business environment के क्या क्या elements हैं? So in that elements, there are 5 kind of element in it. सबसे पहला internal environment, another is micro environment, domestic environment, foreign environment, global environment. So they were the 5 kind of environment: internal, micro, domestic, foreign and global environment. So now we will start discussing about all these one by one. We will start first discuss about the internal environment. What exactly the internal environment? Internal environment basically comprises the firm business strategy and decision with respect to the production, finance, marketing, HR, etc. If we come to know about production, finance, marketing, HR, ये सब क्या हैं? ये सब एक इंटरनल डिपार्टमेंट होते हैं एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के. So these all are performing certain kind of an activity in the organization. They are helping the organization to achieve the objectives of the organization. They are actually forming the strategies. They are forming decisions just to achieve the proper control on the decisions making or on the objective fulfilling. So these are what? These all are basically the internal environment. ये वो factors होते हैं जो organization के within होते हैं, organization जिन्हें control कर सकती है. जैसा कि production, finance, marketing और HR department का we were taking examples. These are those this basically comprises of those of the strategies and decision making with all the respect. जब इन सब areas में strategies, decisions form out होते हैं, वो इंटरनल एनवायरनमेंट के अंदर एड ऑन होता है. After internal environment, it is microenvironment. Microenvironment can be defined as factors in the firm's immediate environment which directly influence the firm decisions and operations. So microenvironment एक immediate environment का concept होता है जिसके अंदर firms will basically taking the decisions which directly influence the firm decisions and operations. जो फर्म के डिसीजंस को डायरेक्टली इन्फ्लुएंस करती है उसके ऑपरेशंस को डायरेक्टली इन्फ्लुएंस करती है. माइक्रो एनवायरनमेंट के अंदर बहुत सी ऐसी पार्टीज होती हैं जो माइक्रो एनवायरनमेंट को कंप्लीट करती हैं. इट कुड बी द मार्केटिंग रिसर्च एजेंसीज, दे कुड बी सप्लायर्स, दे कुड बी इंटरमीडिएटर, दे कुड बी service organization in terms of middlemen, transportator, warehouses, advertising, business consulting firms would be there. So in that terms ये सारे वो मार्केटिंग इंटरमीडिएटर्स होते हैं जो कि एक बिजनेस को सपोर्ट करते हैं और उसके डिसीजंस को भी डायरेक्टली इन्फ्लुएंस करते हैं. बाय कस्टमर्स कॉन्स्टिट्यूट द फर्म्स मार्केट सप्लायर्स एंड मार्केट इंटरमीडिएटर. दे वो बेसिकली हेल्प द फर्म with the input and assist in the production and marketing process. So ये basically एक input का काम और एक helping का काम करते हैं. जैसे हमारे suppliers हो गए, हमारे intermediators हो गए, just to increase the market capabilities of the organization. So competitors and generally the public also influence the way the firm conducted business. So in that case yes, हम अपने competitors को भी consider करते हैं इसके अंदर और public को भी. So the factors are, these factors are basically semi controllable. ये semi controllable factors में आते हैं क्योंकि yes, external factors are completely uncontrollable for the organization. Internal जितने factors होते हैं they were controllable one, and the micro environment is semi controllable. Then in the after the micro environment there is a domestic environment. It is basically consists of those factors such as competitor structure, economic climate and political and legal forces which are essential uncontrollable by the firm. So ये वो factors होते हैं, ये वो competitive structure होता है, वो economic climate होता है, वो political and legal practices और forces होते हैं जो कि firm से uncontrollable होते हैं. These all are domestic environment. That means जिस भी कंट्री के अंदर एक बिजनेस परफॉर्म कर रहा है वो वहाँ के एनवायरनमेंट को स्टडी कर रहा है. सो दैट्स कम्स इनटू द डोमेस्टिक वन. सो बिसाइड हैविंग अ प्रोफाउंड इफेक्ट ऑन द फर्म डोमेस्टिक बिजनेस, these factors basically is exact and influence on the firm's overseas market operation. कि एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का overseas market operations कैसे हैं. It could be lack of the domestic demand and instant competition in the domestic market, or for we were taking the example of having promoted many Indian firms to plug into the industrial business. Export promotion, measures, incentives, they were basically providing by the national government, so have been the other motivating forces for the firm to internationalize their business operations. So since these factors operate at the national level, firms are generally familiar with them and are able to readily react to them. So that comes into the domestic environment. Then foreign environment. Foreign environment is basically consists of like geographical and economical condition and social, cultural trait and legal forces and technological factors. It is basically consist of, हम ये बोल सकते हैं कि हमारे foreign environment में एक geographical environment होता है, एक economic conditions होती हैं foreign environment के अंदर जो कि study की जाती है. There would be a social cultural trait जो कि foreign environment के अंदर study किया जाता है, public and legal environment और legal forces के अंदर study किया जाता है, and technological factors also. So because of being operative in the foreign market, firms are merely not very cognizant of these factors and they influence on the business activity. So the firm can neglect them only at the cost of losing the business in the foreign market. That's very true in terms of कि अगर business इन सब को स्टडी नहीं करती है फॉरेन मार्केट में एंटर होने से पहले, सो इन दैट टर्म्स इट इज एक्चुअली लीडिंग अ कंपनी टुवर्ड्स द कॉस्ट ऑफ लूजिंग. आप वो लूज कर सकती हैं, उनके कम प्रॉफिट हो सकते हैं. द प्रॉब्लम गेट मोर कॉम्प्लिकेटेड विद इंक्रीज इन द नंबर ऑफ फॉरेन मार्केट इन विच द फर्म्स basically operate. So difference exists not only between the domestic and the foreign environment, but also along with the environment prevailing in the different foreign countries. So in that comes, ये सिर्फ हमारा सिर्फ एक domestic और foreign environment से related नहीं होता, it is also consist of the considering all that prevailing factors in the foreign market, because environmental is different होता है, business strategies अलग होती हैं, they actually provide the impacts. In that case we need to understand all this. So foreign market operations therefore require to increase the sensitivity to the environmental differences and adaptations of the business strategy to suit the different market situations. So different market situations के साथ cope up करने के लिए it is required for the foreign market operations to understand the environmental differences and adaptations of business की business किस तरीके से उन strategies को adopt करेगा. It is not merely of understanding all these factors, it is more than that. Understanding that, adapting that, and then performing. Otherwise, it's going to be lost, or it's going to be the less profits, or basically shut down भी एक last scenario हो सकता है business का. Then global environment. Global environment is basically the uppermost cycle. We can say that it is the लास्ट पार्ट ऑफ अपरमोस्ट साइकिल, दैट मीन्स ग्लोबल एनवायरनमेंट. अगर एक ग्लोबल एनवायरनमेंट की अंडरस्टैंडिंग होती है तो उसके बाद हम लोग और किसी तरीके की अंडरस्टैंडिंग करते हैं, या फिर वी कैन से दैट आफ्टर अंडरस्टैंडिंग द फॉरेन एनवायरनमेंट, एक फॉरेन एनवायरनमेंट को स्टडी करने के बाद वी एक्चुअली मूव टुवर्ड्स द ग्लोबल environment. It is basically the transcend national boundaries and not the confined in its impact to जस्ट वन कंट्री. ये सिर्फ एक कंट्री तक लिमिटेड नहीं होता कि आपकी जो भी एक नेबर कंट्री है आपने उसके बारे में स्टडी करें. नो, इट इज ऑल अबाउट स्टडिंग दी एग्जिस्टिंग कंट्रीज इन दी वर्ल्ड. एक पूरे वर्ल्ड के इन्वायरमेंट को समझने का कॉन्सेप्ट होता है. दैट इज वाई ग्लोबल इन्वायरमेंट एक्जैक्ट द इन्फ्लुएंस ओवर द डोमेस्टिक एज वेल एज द फॉरेन कंट्रीज and comprises the forces like world economy condition, international financial system, international agreements and treaties. So इन सब चीज़ों को, international concepts को study करना, उनके क्या international financial systems हैं, क्या world economy exactly है, क्या उसके agreements हैं, क्या treaties हैं, इन सब को understand करने के लिए ही ये सब global environment जैसा concept rise होता है. So वर्ल्ड वाइड इकोनॉमी रिसेशन तो नहीं है, इंटरनेशनल फाइनेंशियल लिक्विडिटी और स्टेबिलिटी कितनी है, वर्किंग ऑफ इंटरनेशनल ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस. वर्किंग ऑफ इंटरनेशनल ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस आर वर्ल्ड ट्रेड ऑर्गेनाइजेशन वुड बी देयर, दैट इज WTO. इंटरनेशनल मॉनेटरी फंड्स वुड बी देयर, दैट्स IMF. वर्ल्ड बैंक वाज देयर, यूनाइटेड नेशन कॉन्फ्रेंस ऑन ट्रेड एंड डेवलपमेंट वाज देयर, एग्रीमेंट ऑन द टेक्सटाइल एंड क्लोथिंग वाज देयर, जनरलाइज्ड सिस्टम और प्रेफरेंसेस, international commodity agreement, initiative taken at the regional level such as the European Union, Northern American Free Trade Association and Association of the Southeast Asian Nation. So these are basically the examples of global environment forces which having the worldwide and regional influence on the business operation. So इनका एक कहीं ना कहीं influence जरूर होता है when business enters into the foreign market, और उसे और क्लियरली अंडरस्टैंड करने के लिए इज रिक्वायर्ड टू अंडरस्टैंड द ग्लोबल एनवायरनमेंट. नाउ देयर आर द कंपोनेंट्स ऑफ द इंटरनेशनल मार्केटिंग एनवायरनमेंट. इंटरनेशनल मार्केटिंग एनवायरनमेंट के क्या क्या कंपोनेंट्स हैं? इफ यू वुड अंडरस्टैंड दैट एनवायरमेंटल फैक्टर्स वाज डिवाइडेड इनटू 5. हम लोगों ने ये समझा कि environmental factors जो थे 5 में डिवाइड थे. तो internal environment is controllable, micro environment is somehow semi controllable. The remaining 3 environment जो कि हम लोगों ने पढ़े थे, that is domestic, foreign and global, they were actually uncontrollable, and yes, it is consist of geographical, demographical, economical, financial, social, culture, political, legal, ecological forces. Firm need to examine these components of the environment for each one of the foreign countries in want its operations. So in thus it will be discussing each of the components separately. In reality there exists a lot of overlapping as well as the interaction amongst the various components. So the populations, for example, population is discussed in the literature as a part of both physical and economical environment. So there is a lot of overlapping amongst the social culture, legal, political forces, geographic characteristics of a company have a profound impact on the country economy and the social culture environment. इन दैट टर्म्स ये सारे इन सब का इम्पैक्ट जो होता है ये बहुत ज़्यादा होता है एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. जैसे वी टेक द एग्जांपल ऑफ इन अ पॉपुलेशन, बट देयर आर अदर फैक्टर्स जो कि इन सब कंसेप्ट को ओवरलैप कर जाते हैं और इन उनकी अंडरस्टैंडिंग भी ज़रूरी होती है. जैसे कि क्या सोशल इन्वायरमेंट है, क्या कल्चर है, क्या अंडरस्टैंडिंग है, जस्ट कि वो आपके डिसीजंस को कभी भी मिसलीड ना करे. सो इन दैट केस कंपोनेंट कौन कौन से हैं? These components are basically divided into the 8 part. First is geographic environment, another is demographic environment, then economic environment, technological environment, social and cultural environment, political environment and legal environment, physical environment and ecological environment. सबसे पहले we will start discussing about the geographical environment. Geographical environment basically होता क्या है? It is the important component of foreign environment. It basically refers to understand the country's climate, the topography of company, and yes, the natural resources and people. So, whenever engaged in the international businesses, must have some knowledge of the geographic features of that particular foreign country. So, as these influence the nature characteristics of society, it is also affect the demand pattern of the people living in the country. So geography is a major contribution factor to the development of the business systems, trade centers and routines. So that comes into the geographical factors. It's also affect a firm's plant location decisions. जितने भी फर्म के प्लांट लोकेशन डिसीजन होते हैं उन्हें भी इफेक्ट करती हैं हमारी geographical environment. Then after the geographic environment there is demographic environment. Demographic environment, it may be as in a status of the size, composition of by age, the racial growth, distribution of human population in the relation to the geographic boundary. In terms of understanding about the अल्टीमेट जोग्राफिकल सिनेरियोज, जिस क्या ह्यूमन पॉपुलेशन है, क्या एज फैक्टर है ह्यूमन पॉपुलेशन का, व्हाट वाज द ग्रोथ फैक्टर, तो इन सब डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन क्या है, इनकम डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन, दैट्स ऑल कम्स इनटू द डेमोग्राफिक एनवायरनमेंट जब हम लोग ये सब चीज़ें स्टडी करना चाहते हैं. सो मार्केटर्स आर कीनली इंटरेस्टेड इन द साइज एंड ग्रोथ ऑफ द रेट ऑफ पॉपुलेशन इन द डिफरेंट regions and nation and in the different age and the genders distribution and ethnic mix. So in that comes इन सब की distribution के through ही पता लगता है how backward or how upward the country is in the demographic environment. Then another is the economic environment. Economic environment is again one of the most important indicator to consider for the formulations of internal marketing strategy as they affect the global marketing strategy being at macro level. In terms of जब किसी भी तरीके की this was a kind of an indicator to just to knowing out that yes, the internal market strategy would be there as to affect the global marketing. एक global market को affect करने के लिए there always a certain kind of a domestic market. So it include basically what the growth in the global trade के अंदर जो भी एक growth होता है उसे define करना and increase the internationalization of the business link and trade follow between the neighboring market, pattern of economic development and growth of a nation would be there, and that comes into the economic environment. After that there is a technological environment. Technological environment is basically factors are often closely unliked with the economic factor. So as the technological development basically affect the scale of chain operations and efficiency of production, market should therefore take the account of the escalating the pace of the technology changes. So opportunity for innovation and the increased, we can say escalator and the increase of the government regulations brought about the technological changes. So that is why it is more related to the technological advancement, or we can say that taking the electronics, communication, etc. with the people, or affect the people perceiving. Then another is, after technological environment, there is social culture environment. Social culture environment is basically, it often reflects the impact of the challenging environment and technological conditions. That means it is more towards impacting of judging what exactly the amount is, what kind of an rivalry or the competitiveness is this. So culture does not only include the several art, music, literatures, but also to the social institutions, values, benefits, or behavior. So it is basically learned, it is passed on from one generation to another, and yes, it is facilitated communication, and yes, it is socially shared. So that all comes into the social and culture factor when it consists of all. Then physical environment. Physical environment is all about consisting of the natural environment, natural resources, including the material, animal, population, and other aspects of the national world, such as changes in the ecological system. So in that terms, yes, it is more related to the physical concept. What is the or the company is going to understand about the other countries, and what they are going to be considered in that understanding. Then ecological environment. Ecological environment is more related towards the pattern and the balance of payment. We can say that it is the pattern and a balance of a relationship between the plants, animal, people, and the environment. इनके थ्रू जब एक प्रॉपर इकोनॉमिक एनवायरनमेंट क्रिएट होता है, दैट्स कम्स इनटू द इकोनॉमिक एनवायरनमेंट. एंड यस, earlier there were hardly any concerned for a depletion of the resources and the population of the environment. So this is one of the initiative or taken as an initiative in it concept. So this is the component of concept. So now there are few questions which you have to do it yourself. The first is explain the component of environment. You have to give the explanation about the components of environment. At the same time, what are the major concepts of international business environment? You have to define the major concept of the international business environment also. So this is all about for the today's session. We were winding up here. Thank you so much. Happy learning. We learn.